think Bud could beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But in weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said like he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give?
Boxing experts believe Terence Crawford won't just challenge Canelo Alvarez, he'll finish him. Many are confident in Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and power, predicting a 9th-round knockout of the Mexican star. With such bold expectations, fans and analysts are preparing for what could be one of boxing's biggest upsets.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford maintains that none of Canelo's past opponents match his skill level, which he believes gives him the edge. On the 4 Pound Pound podcast, he confidently said, I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach. I got the better boxing skills. All those guys you named are not as skillful as me. The skill level is night and day. While he acknowledges Canelo's power and size, Crawford argues that his technique, footwork, ring IQ, and adaptability outweigh any physical advantage. He believes he'll outbox Canelo and doesn't need a knockout to prove he's the more complete fighter on September 13th.
Speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just... Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Coron Davis highlighted the physical mismatch, warning that size and body type would matter more than skill. GGG's former coach Abel Sanchez agreed, cautioning that Crawford's 2-weight jump could backfire if Canelo lands clean body shots. Meanwhile, technical experts like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs backed Crawford's superior ring IQ, with Atlas praising his exceptional adaptability and strategy.
He's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
While acknowledging Alvarez's achievements, Atlas believes Crawford is in a league of his own. He notes that Alvarez, though still dangerous, no longer shows the same dominance, with signs of physical decline and diminished explosiveness. In contrast, Crawford continues to display elite speed, precision, and tactical versatility that set him apart.
1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you going to do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style.
Former world champion Amir Khan recently shared his thoughts on the Crawford versus Canelo clash, drawing from his experience of facing Canelo in 2016 and sparring with Crawford. Khan believes Crawford holds the advantage in speed, intelligence, and adaptability. Canelo has power and experience, no doubt, Khan said, but Crawford is the most complete fighter I've ever seen. He highlighted Crawford's ability to switch stances, control distance, and adapt on the fly. While acknowledging Canelo's early round danger, Khan pointed out that Crawford's timing and precision could be decisive as the fight unfolds.
You fought them both. What are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Yeah. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting?
Renowned boxing trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards recently explained why he believes Crawford would defeat Canelo in a head-to-head clash. He highlighted Crawford's unmatched ability to adjust mid-fight, calling him a master of timing and distance. Edwards said Crawford doesn't need to outmuscle Canelo, just outthink him, and he will. He pointed out Canelo's past struggles against mobile, cerebral fighters like Mayweather and Bivol, and noted that Crawford combines both traits. Edwards added that Crawford's conditioning and killer instinct give him a clear edge in the later rounds. In his words, Crawford is just a nightmare stylistically for Canelo. I think he stops him late.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Stephen A. Smith believes Canelo Alvarez is making a mistake by pursuing a fight with Terence Crawford, warning that Crawford's speed, intelligence, and adaptability make him too dangerous.
Wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight #2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and longtime trainer, praised Crawford's technical precision but warned against underestimating Canelo Alvarez. He told Essentially Sports that Crawford is an elite technician with a crafty switch hitting style, though weight will be a challenge. Moving up to super middleweight means Crawford is jumping 2 divisions. Jeff noted that while Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and defense give him a real chance, Canelo's power, size, and experience mean Crawford must fight smart, not go toe-to-toe. According to Jeff, Crawford has the skill edge, but the fight will be decided by game plan execution, not talent alone.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have two guys, obviously the best, two of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but,
yeah,
which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them, it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just see dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close decision.
Canelo's performance against William Skull raised serious concerns among analysts. His offensive output was notably low, landing just 152 punches over 12 rounds, the second fewest ever in such a fight. Observers pointed out his timing was off and his rhythm disrupted, as he struggled to cut off Skull's movement and looked hesitant and reactive. His footwork, once a strength in controlling the ring, lacked sharpness, giving Skull too much space. This passive, low-volume approach led critics to question whether Canelo can still impose his will in elite-level bouts or control the tempo against more mobile opponents. With Terence Crawford known for controlling distance and adjusting mid-fight, there's concern that Alvarez could quickly fall behind on points. If Canelo can't maintain a steady work rate or land timely counters, Crawford's speed, precision, and endurance could dominate the exchanges. Against a dynamic fighter like Crawford, such lapses could be costly.
Saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who is just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, Naoya Inoue.
Former champion Shane Mosley confidently claimed that Terence Crawford would easily defeat an improved Errol Spence. Mosley observed that Spence appeared weak, stiff, and fatigued from cutting weight for the bout against Crawford. He pointed out that even if Spence became faster or stronger, Crawford's superior rhythm, switch-hitting ability, movement, power, and ring intelligence gave him a decisive edge. Unlike Spence, who relies heavily on size and physical strength, Crawford excels through adaptability and smart positioning. Mosley suggested that Spence should consider moving up in weight instead of facing Crawford again, as his natural skills aren't suited to counter Crawford's smooth, modern boxing style.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff, and not just having more movement, more stuff. He has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's in that fight he was really one-dimensional, really stiff. And if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight, didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, he was so weak. Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, just dropping him.
As Terence Crawford readies himself for one of the biggest challenges of his career, the mentorship of legend Andre Ward has become invaluable. Known for his disciplined style and exceptional ring IQ, Ward has played a key role in helping Crawford refine his strategy for the upcoming fight against Canelo Alvarez. Their training emphasizes not only physical conditioning but also mental focus. Ward's experience battling powerful opponents closely parallels the challenge Crawford will face. Together, they are developing a game plan aimed at disrupting Canelo's rhythm and controlling the fight's tempo. Every fighter brings unique strengths to the ring.
Iron sharpening iron. 2 legends, 1 retired, 2-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a 4-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov. And the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance. As you see, Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate.
Crawford brings cerebral boxing, precision, and exceptional switch-hitting skills to the ring. On the other hand, Canelo relies on raw power, extensive experience, and a strong championship mindset. However, experts largely agree that in a fight centered around movement, timing, and adaptability, Terence Crawford holds the skill edge. While Canelo remains a formidable opponent and should never be underestimated, Crawford's superior technique gives him the advantage.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo, whoo. Come on, man. I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing God.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing get for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. There's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. Y'all better leave me alone. Y'all better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean? Yeah. TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what, but that's a fight that if Canelo win, then yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I do. I love it. I love it because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time.
Who do you believe will come out on top? Can Crawford's technical skill and sharp ring IQ overcome Canelo's raw power and composure, or will Canelo's experience and toughness prove unbeatable?